refuse to lose. I'm built to win. Applied myself. I filled it in. No time for the doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss.
Pacers were going to make the playoffs. It didn't end so well for you, brother.
If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool.
You fell asleep at the trade deadline when we had a trade to get Kyle Lowry out of here.
They told me I couldn't do it. They told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie. I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like Toby, keep on running toes. They gonna take
this is what we got to tell.
Every fan doing this.
I felt it in. No time for the doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss. I pay for the cost. I'm winning to win. Yeah. Refuse to lose. I'm built to win. Apply myself. I filled it in. No time for the doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss. I'm paying the cost. I'm in it to win. Yeah. Refuse.
Welcome to Refuse to Lose Sports. My name is Joe Jordan. We have a great episode for y'all today. Before I ask Tomo why he's wearing these shades, I gotta let y'all know what we're going to talk about today. First, we gotta do a recap. Baltimore Ravens roll up to Pittsburgh, play the Steelers. Steelers walked out with a victory. We gotta recap that game. We got CTC himself, Carl, representing the Ravens coming on, and we got Mr. RBO himself, Vaughn, representing the Steelers, first place Steelers, coming on. They're going to recap that game on the first segment, so make sure y'all don't go nowhere. And then, look, we had some conversations in the chat. You know, we have an NFL chat. Become a member, and you can know about this chat I'm talking about. But people were saying Bo Nix is the rookie of the year right now. So we're going to make a topic on the show. So we got to address that topic. Is he the offensive rookie of the year, or is it Jaden Daniels, or is it somebody else? All right, we're going to find out. And then we're going to dip and dab into the Cavaliers. They are 15-0, Tomo. We got to show them some love. Can they be title contenders? But Dave's not here. But I got my bro, Mr. Get Done Son Tomo here. You know, co-host of In the Red Corner. I know you watched that fight on Friday. Was it Friday? Yeah, it was Friday.
Friday.
How you doing, man? Friday.
You may ask why I have these shades on. You know, normally the shades are for first place, and we're gonna leave those for mine. But these shades are because, one, the Dallas Cowboys season is officially over, Joe. It's over. They're not mathematically out of the playoffs, but it's over.
It's over.
And I've been on rants through each and every chat, so I had to wear the shades one time, and I had to throw shades on for you as well, because I know you don't want to say it's a sad day, but Bo Nix is offensive rookie of the year. I'm joking, man. I'm doing good. I'm ready to talk some sports and give the Cleveland Cavaliers their praise and their just due, because I did not see that coming. I did not see it coming. But like you said, Dave's not here. I had to get the sadness out the way. Now let's turn up, because we got the Ravens and the Steelers coming up.
Turn me up.
All right, y'all. So look, we are streaming this on two platforms because Facebook tripping. YouTube and X. So make sure y'all like this video on both of the platforms. Subscribe and follow us on all of our social media platforms. You can find us at Refuse to Lose Sports. And on X, you can find us at R2L Sports. And share this video so someone else other than yourself could come on and watch live with you, because you could be involved in the show by being in the comment section. We can see all the comments y'all will be putting out throughout the show. Shout out to Ty with the super chat on the first comment. 199 super chat, and he's a member, as you can see the logo next to his name. Shout out to the Best Sports Network. Hashtag Bo Nix Offensive Rookie of the Year. We all know. You all know who ain't MVP though. That's all I gotta say. But last but not least, enjoy the rest of the show. Tomo, floor is yours.
Just like one of your co-owners, Joe. You gotta get them back. Exactly. That's a good follow-up. So just like that follow-up, we got it. Oh, yeah. I see CTC's on over there. He must be watching the college game already. But like we said last week, we got one of the best rivalries in sports. And after last Sunday, we can say it lived up to just exactly what it was. the Pittsburgh Steelers defeated the Baltimore Ravens 18-16. Now we can go back and forth about it, but why do that when we got two fans here? Let's bring up RBO Vaughn and CTC Carl. What's up, fellas?
What it do?
How y'all doing?
Happy belated birthday too, Carl.
Appreciate it.
Man, what a gift! What a gift! Now we got it.
One of my teams won.
You right. Merlin. So we're gonna start it off. Look, they swinging already. I feel like the ref, man, out there trying to break this up.
Hey, Tomo, hold on right quick, bro. I got to grab some out the microwave right quick. Hold up.
Okay.
Hold up, man.
Ain't it funny? We get killed for props. Here comes a prop.
I got some Raven soup here. I gotta let it cool down first, so I'm gonna sit on the side. Then I'm gonna enjoy that a little later. Enjoy that a little later.
It looked like he pulled it out of his pants.
I wasn't gonna say nothing.
I'm not tripping, right?
All right. Well, with that being said, man, while the Raven soup is cooling, we gotta let Raven stew or soup.
Stew sound better.
Either way, this ain't our fight, Joe. You might want to say
got a little bit of bones and all that. We grind them boys all the way down. They soup, bro.
Carl, 18-16. What happened, man?
So, man, same thing happened last year. We came into Pittsburgh and we shot ourselves in the foot. Turnovers, missed kick. Just same old song, man. I thought it'd be different this year. That we was looking better. I didn't think we were going to put up a bunch of points. Both of us obviously said take the under. So I didn't come in here thinking we was going to put up a lot of points. But it's just the miscues I did not think would happen. But, I don't care. Like we said, it's always the new people. Derrick Henry fumbled. Russ threw a bad pick. Henry had a bad fumble. I was watching the game, and I was kind of speechless. Like, I can't believe I'm seeing this yet again. I'm seeing it yet again. I even said in the chat, why do Lamar teammates hate Lamar? Why do they want this stigma to stay with Lamar? Justice Hill got deboed for a pick by Peyton Wilson. By the way, I said this when they drafted him. They got to steal. I'm not a hater. They got to steal when they drafted Peyton Wilson. With one hand, got deboed. Isaiah Likely fumbles, giving away 3 points with 20 seconds left in the second quarter, basically before the half. Derrick Henry hasn't fumbled in years. I think Deshaun Elliott might have been the last guy to make him fumble when he played for the Ravens. He fumbled his second carry. It's miscues, and it's just right now, for some reason, we can't get over that hump of beating the Steelers. But this is what I will say. This is going to be the year where we have to play them twice for meaningful football. So y'all can live off sweeping us last year in that meaningless game, but we will see y'all for real this time in Baltimore. But as far as yesterday, same song as last year. And it sucks to say it. It hurts. But, I mean, and let me not – I'm going to end this by saying give credit to Pittsburgh. They forced it. Patrick Queen ripped that football out. They hit Henry. They forced those turnovers. Obviously, they can't force the missed field goal unless they block it. But give credit to Pittsburgh, man. They played gritty. They fought hard. They was able to interrupt some of our offense. They had Lamar miss a couple throws. They were able to put pressure on Lamar. So I don't want to not give credit to Pittsburgh, but yeah, that's all.
Yeah, I hope that was all, cuz I was gonna get on you when you said, how many times I gonna let my boy Lamar down? No, we went in there and bullied y'all, bro. Like you just said, Nick Herbig forced that fumble. It wasn't like Henry was just frolicking with the ball. That was a heck of a play. He came from behind and knocked the ball out. We literally practiced that. Patrick Queen, like you said, he ripped the ball out. And on that interception, Lamar has to get a little bit of blame for that. You know why? Mm-hmm. Because on that wheel route, if he would have thrown it in front of him instead of behind him, Peyton Wilson wouldn't have had a chance to even get the ball. So Lamar gets a little bit of blame for that, even though it was a heck of a play by our rookie. But that's the obvious. Let's talk about your MVP right quick. Lamar Jackson, okay? 66 QB rating. I was his lowest of the whole year. First time going under 70. His lowest was 78 against the Browns. Every other game he's had 80 or higher. If you look at the 16 points, I believe that's a season low for you guys, right? Okay. Derrick Henry, 13 carries, 65 yards, with one carry being 31 yards. So if you take that one carry away, 12 carries for 34 yards. What did I say in the chats? Take Henry away, and the Ravens can be had. What happened? No, we didn't shut Henry down. He had 5 yards per carry. Even with, the 130-yard carry, 12 carries for 40 yards, that's not terrible to me. 3 to 4 yards, that's not terrible. But it wasn't a Henry game. We didn't let Henry wreck the game because we kept him in check. We kept Lamar in check. Lamar had we made Lamar Jackson play so uncharacteristic. Like, he didn't run the ball. He was missing throws, like you said. He was so indecisive out there. And that's what happens when you got a defense that's physical, a defense that's flying around, a defense that's pretty good on all three levels. We have pretty good linebackers. Our D-line is the best in the league. And our back end is pretty solid as well. So I think that I knew it was going to be a hard-fought game. Like Carl said, we said take the under. We knew nobody was going to get blown out, But this showed me that my team is a Super Bowl caliber team, straight up. People going to say we only score all field goals. This was a division game against the Ravens. That's a normal thing for us. We've kicked field goals all game and beat them in the past. Like, maybe not this many because their offense actually scored 2 touchdowns, so we had to actually match that somehow. But the fact that we have a kicker in Boswell gives me a lot of hope because when Tom Brady was winning his rings, even when Peyton Manning won his ring, mostly every team that was winning rings had a kicker winning games for them. So we have that. We have a defense. Our offense is good enough, I think, to get us to the Super Bowl. So we are going to see you guys again. And I think, like you said, it's going to be an actual meaningful game because in the past, either Lamar's been gone or y'all been resting players. It's either been one or the other. This year, it will be for the money straight up again. And it's going to be another showdown, I think. Only thing I would say is I think our offense will be way better by then because we have a lot of teams to play. And the more Russ is playing with these guys, the better he's getting.
Okay. So this is what I'll say about the interception. I'm not completely absolving Lamar, but Justice Hill literally had that football. He had the ball and he got it right. That's why I kind of didn't want to call it a pick because I thought he had possession and Peyton Wilson stripped it from him. It looked like a strip fumble to me, but I'm not going to say that Lamar does not deserve some blame. Like, because you're right, he did. If we'd have put him more in front of him, Peyton Wilson may not have been able to make a play on it, but he got the ball. It was in his chest, and that's when Peyton Wilson was able to rip it out. So it's not like they both had simultaneous possession and he ripped it away. He was able to rip it away once the ball got on his body. But I do agree Lamar does deserve some credit for that. Now, Lamar, although he didn't have a Lamar-esque game, he did miss some throws. Deontay Johnson, second drive, dropped if not a touchdown, a ball on the 1 yard line. Easy drop. He just dropped it. Zay Flowers, Lamar makes an incredible play. Zay Flowers wide open. What do I keep saying? These receivers, stop catching the ball with your chest. Catch the ball with your hands. You let the ball hit a shoulder pass, pow, pop right off. Dropped it. So, again, it's just little simple mistakes that we keep making. And I thought somebody was going to bring up the elephant in the room. I guess I'll bring it up. This is my gripe, right? This is where I question if some people watch the game. A lot of the talk today was, Derrick Henry had 0 carries in the fourth quarter. Let's talk about the fourth quarter. First play in the fourth quarter was 3rd and 6. Zay Flowers jumps false start. So it's now 3rd and 11. Lamar gets sacked. We punt the football. That's one drive in the fourth quarter, right? Mm-hmm. Second drive of the fourth quarter after the Steelers waste 5 minutes. First play, I think it was a read option at Lamar. I don't know because CBS was messing up the cameras. It literally went from commercial to Lamar streaking down the sideline.
Yeah,
I didn't think that was a real play. I thought it was like a replay. So that was the first play of the second drive. You know what the second play of the second drive was? A screen to none other than Derrick Henry that gets called back after a 15-yard gain for an eligible receiver downfield. And then what happens right after that play? interception off the Justice Hill wheel route. So that's 2 drives in the fourth quarter. And the third drive was a touchdown drive. So what are y'all talking about? Bruh, we ran 3 plays in the fourth quarter before we scored a touchdown where we got the ball with 3 minutes and 59 seconds left. So, like, if we're going to analyze the game, let's analyze the game. Yes, he didn't get any carries, but it was situational. Roquan Smith, after the interception, gets hurt, and the Steelers takes away 4 minutes before kicking a field goal to go up 18. You have to get down the field fast. And we scored. We scored, bruh. So what are we talking about? Yes, he had no carries, but situationally, he couldn't get any. And the one play we went to him, there was an eligible man downfield. Bro, what do you want?
So another thing I want to bring up.
Oh, and this comment just don't make no sense. But that's what I expect from somebody who gave up on their team 5 weeks ago.
Dang, 5 weeks ago.
Hey, one thing I wanted to bring up was I felt like y'all got outcoached too, bro. I feel like y'all definitely got outcoached. Definitely with that 2-point conversion. You saw what happened. Y'all came out there with one play, and right before y'all hiked it, it looked like y'all was about to set up a Lamar, one of his little jump passes, like something for him to roll out, but somebody go behind for a pass. But Tomlin called a timeout, iced y'all, made y'all change our play. Y'all didn't even have, like, that's one thing I would say. Y'all could at least had Derrick Henry out there on that play. Like, y'all had Justice Hill out there, and he went the opposite way. Like, nobody care about Justice Hill. Like, so I think that Mike Tomlin solidified the game with that timeout, because once he did that, y'all was discombobulated. Like, that play y'all ran, it was supposed to get Lamar on the outside, but Nick Herbert came down, blew it up. Joey Porter came down, blew it up. And also, you said something about time of possession. We dominated this game. 36 minutes to 23 minutes and 38 seconds. So that's another big plus that I took away from this game. We can dominate time of possession, and we can have our defense on the side. And like I say, our defense, it bends but not breaks, because we take the ball away at a high rate.
Hey, Carl, when I play when Zay Flowers dropped the ball, did y'all score that drive or no?
I think we did.
That's the last drive, I think.
Yeah, y'all ended up scoring that drive, so he made up for it.
Yeah, he did. He did score. But I do want to talk about that 2 play, because you're absolutely correct. I didn't say this in the chat, but I was watching the game, and I don't know if it was a jump pass or if it was a quarterback run. Either way, I was like, all right, cool. We tipped our hand because y'all got the timeout as we was running the play. So I'm like, bro, okay, they see this. They're going to expect this. Let's not do that again. And what does he do? He runs it just to the opposite side, but instead of a jump pass, it's a run. Not only did they do that, they didn't even have Derrick Henry on the field. Now, that's where I was mad at. How do you not have Derrick Henry as a threat on a 2-point conversion play? I can give you the last drive because it's 3:59 left. You got to move the ball fast. You got to move the ball quick. But the 2-point conversion is an untimed play. Get Derrick Henry on the field. Give them the threat of running Derrick Henry. Even if you do the quarterback run, quarterback wrap, quarterback power, whatever, give the threat of a Derrick Henry run. And you did not do that. And the play got blown up. Not only did that happen, I did see this live when it happened. I don't know what Nelson Aguilar and Isaiah Likely were doing on that play before the
snap.
They
was like fighting each other or something.
Like, what are y'all doing?
He was like, move. He's like, get out of here.
Yeah, like, bro, y'all know y'all alignment. It didn't even look like that was an alignment fight. It looked like you're in my spot. No, get out of here. This is my spot now. Like,
Facts, though. It did.
I don't know what that was. I did see that live. I was so confused. But I thought it was going to be like a quarterback run with Lamar, and he was going to throw back. That's what I thought it was. I thought it was a throwback. I thought he wanted the defense to come with him this way, and he was going to throw back either Tylen or Justice Hill. But then they ran it, and I'm like, we don't got nothing. And then nobody was like down the field. I was like, oh, this is over. But to not have Derrick Henry on that field for that 2-point conversion play is just, what are you doing?
Yeah, that was what I was going to ask you about. Because worst case scenario, you could at least help block.
Facts.
And I just want to make one point. I did not leave the camera because Carl said somebody gave up on their team. I know the timing was bad there. I may have given up, but I didn't leave the screen because of that. How's the soup, man?
I do want to know y'all mind. Watching that game, I'm not gonna lie. Like, Carl, when you made this comment, I was kind of like, come on, Carl. When you said his teammates don't mess with him, he said some of his teammates don't like him.
I said that, yeah.
I was
being facetious, but
yeah, of course. But like, don't forget, you came on here and Vaughn said something to you. We own Lamar. And you said, I have never seen Lamar play this well. This is a different Lamar. And the defense actually came to play. They showed up. They held Pittsburgh out of the end zone like crazy. They could not get in the end zone. They did a good job on George Pickens. Pickens had that one nice catch, but outside of that, they had 2 pass breakups on him.
Don't make that. He had 12 targets, bro.
8 catches though. What do you mean? That's good.
But he didn't have big plays. Like one of them just like a 2-yard screenplay. Like
I'm
he
not
had
gonna
the one
say
to play to
that-
Brandon Stevens. That was about basically it.
I'm not gonna say he got shut down. They did a good job.
He said that.
No.
I don't think they did a good job on Pickens though.
When I say good job, George Pickens didn't open the game up. He had one catch, and then they limited to 3 points. Outside of that one catch, he didn't really have an impactful.
I'll say they did more of a good job on Russ than Pickens. Just like with JD and the Terry McLaurin thing with the Eagles, it wasn't like y'all was trying to get it to Terry and y'all couldn't. It just JD couldn't get to him because he was getting pressured. Same with Russ. That D line against the Ravens.
He threw it at him 12 times.
Huh?
I give you the other play on that 2nd and 16 where he made Brandon Stevens miss. It's like Brandon Stevens ain't won.
If he had 12 catches and only 12 targets and like 5 catches, I'll say they did it. But you only missed 4 times. Like that's not doing a good job, I don't think. And he had 89 yards still.
But they would catch, like you said with Terry against y'all, he caught mainly short passes and had yards after the catch, except for that one play to Brandon Stevens.
All right, but my point is this: like the defense showed up,
facts,
and the Ravens offense just looked so chaotic throughout the whole game. And although, you didn't run the ball on the 4th quarter with Derrick Henry, and there's reasons why. But I felt like whenever he got a tackle for loss, y'all abandoned him. It's like him. Every time he got hit 3 yards behind the scrimmage, all right, we're going to just pass 3 times in a row. And then every time y'all pass, Lamar just scrambling and throwing into the flats, throwing into Justice Hill. So I now looked at the numbers. There's no way the Steelers should be running the ball more than y'all. Y'all that should be a run team, right? Especially in this physical game on the road. They ran the ball 45% of the time. You only ran the ball 36%. And that's not including the last drive when they sealed the deal. I took those numbers out. That's before that. So I think, and then Derrick Henry did fumble, but the one touchdown I had into the 4th quarter, that was his drive. He got that breakaway run and he ended up scoring that drive. So I think y'all gotta feed him more, man.
I do agree with that. I do. I'm not saying that we don't need to feed him more. I was just mad at that going across the media saying he had 0 catches, 0 carries. It's like, bro, did y'all watch the game or not?
Mm-hmm. You know they didn't.
And that's the thing about us, though. We the elite running backs. It's hard to run on us. That's why that ego in the chat in the comments keep talking. Saquon gonna get shut down. I'm telling them, can't nobody run on us.
Rico Dowdle.
Can I just say one thing about the Eagles real quick, Joe? Just one thing. Just for the airways. Just so you know, I hope you can migrate this over to your next show with your boy. But the Eagles have only beat one team. Actually, 2 teams. I didn't want to count the Commanders for how much they trash y'all, saying they're not that good, but that just give y'all the Commanders. They beat 2 teams with more than 4 wins this year. Literally. Every other win was 4 wins or less. So that's all I want the world to know.
Yeah.
He said, I like the wordplay there too. Migrate on the next show with that Eagle. Kev, learn how to troll, Kev.
Okay. You see that? My bad, babe. I know you're Eagle fan. My bad.
That's why he did that.
It's about to be some more soup getting thrown around.
That's too like it's not out of his lap.
Man, what? You trying to hurry up?
Funny.
Man, let's get these last words.
Y'all meet again on December 21st on a Saturday, and it's looking like it might be for the division again. So, but I know y'all got a tough schedule. But y'all got that stretch. I got Eagles, Ravens, then Chiefs.
Don't forget them divisional games. I know you want to throw them in there too, because that's tough. I mean, they're not playing the greatest, but they still divisional games.
Yeah, we got the Bengals. We got the Browns, Bengals, Browns.
Oh yeah, all these division games in a row. Dang,
Our schedule is crazy. Like they tried to play with us this year, but we built for this, bro. Our defense can go against any offense in the league. Literally, we can match up with any team in the league defensively due to how great our line is. People want to talk about teams with 2 receivers or teams that can spread people out. If your quarterback can't throw the ball, none of that matters.
Just say his name.
I don't gotta say his name. He doesn't. I already clowned him.
I know who it is too.
Man,
I know who it is.
Ain't nothing else to say about that. Like We got everything we need. This is my last words though. Carl, I'm gonna go ahead and go first. You know you lost.
I was about to say you jumping the gun.
It's all good, man. I'm gonna set the stage for you, man.
No, he didn't say cupcake. All right.
So, man, shout out to my Steelers, number one in AFC North, Super Bowl contenders. And yes, if we make the bowl, our defense will be the reason why we win. And that's a fact. Another thing I want to say, shout out to my Orlando Magic. 6-game winning streak. We held opponents under 100 points every game with that 6-game win streak. Number 2 defense in the league. So defense is a big part of my teams, as you guys can see. Orlando, a top defensive team. Steelers, a top defensive team. Hey, I see why he a Mavs fan. So all I want to say is, let's keep it pushing. Stairway to heaven. Hey, Carl, we'll see you on the 21st.
All right, my last words is appreciate y'all for having me as always. Hey, Ravens, do better. Real talk. I ain't gonna keep saying it. Do better. CTC aired at 6:00. I went over Tuesday night action. Currently, 10.5-point underdog. Kent State is up 7-3. I picked them to win their first game of the season tonight, so hopefully I'm right there. Yeah, man, CTC will be back tomorrow. I got a lot of episodes to talk about tomorrow. The College Football Playoff Committee just dropped their top 25 literally as we was on the show. That's why I was squinting looking at my phone. Texas is number 3, by the way, Joe. Top 4 is Oregon, Ohio State, Texas, Penn State at 4. But big matchup, 5 Indiana versus 2 Ohio State this Saturday noon. So that's going to be a really good game. I don't know why Joe making that face.
Penn State at 4. I mean, go ahead.
Oh, you with me? You think Penn State, Indiana should be above Penn State?
Well, I mean,
Yeah, I don't think Penn State should be 4 though.
Yeah.
No.
I'm with. Trust me, I'm with both of y'all. But again, yeah, CTC going over Week 12 recap tomorrow. I'm going over the Week 13 weekday preview. Had my first 6-0 undefeated Saturday. Went 6-0 Saturday. Got every game correct, including a 7.5-point underdog win against Kansas State with Arizona State. So felt good about that one. And then a new segment will be next Saturday morning. I'm introducing a new segment in CTC.
Okay.
So Vaughn Carroll new rivalry to show or something?
Bro, I don't know what's wrong with Kev. Like, I think he hating because our defense get a lot of love, and his defense don't get that kind of love. They just talk about his rookies. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, when I brought up the fact that they ain't play nobody all year, even when they played Joe Burrow, Higgins wasn't there. So it's like, whoever y'all played. And now he's on my line because I put defense win championships because we have a caliber win defensive Super Bowl defense. You feel what I'm saying? So that's all I'm gonna say, man. If he want to get on the show with me, because I don't remember last time I seen him R2L. We can do this. You hear that, Kev? We can do this because I'm here. I haven't seen you here since I don't know when. And when you are here, it look like this. Black. Darkness falls. But y'all had a good rest of y'all show, man. Hey, Kev, I'm in the chats. Get at me then.
Facts. Enjoy the rest of y'all show, man.
All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all.
I got 2 fun facts for you, Joe.
Go ahead.
One, Vaughn, I just want to say, I know you backstage. My bad, bro. If the Cowboys wasn't trash this year, Kev wouldn't have more extra time to deal with the other teams in the division. Now they got extra spare time, so that's why he picking on the Commanders and anybody else. Because the Cowboy fans, we ain't got nothing to fight with. We just fighting with our hands tied behind our back, but we still trying to fight. And the other fun fact, you know, the last time the Steelers was leading their division, the Commanders was also good too. Remember that? It was like around 2020. Remember the Steelers was undefeated, and then y'all ended up in the playoffs.
Yeah.
It's like some of the correlation between the two teams is a little scary there.
So you mean we're going to NFC East? Okay.
I don't know what's gonna happen with that, but I'm just sitting back and enjoying the ride, man. You know what it is. Hopefully we show up and show Dan Quinn why he should have been out here, coach. But in the meantime, your rookie has been balling, lights out. You know what I mean? We had a lot to say about Jaden Daniels for the first 7 weeks. Now there's a little scrutiny in the locker room because you all lost 2 games. Granted, it was 10 days apart, so that's why it feels like it's a back-to-back loss. You know, it's kind of like NBA-esque. But the one team, and also that's why I had the shades on earlier too, is I clowned this team in the all season. I didn't think they was gonna be this good. Bo Picks, he like 46. Carl understand the joke. But he didn't know. I didn't know who he was gonna throw the ball to, but he been throwing the ball around the yard, and now a lot of people are starting to say, "Hold on, Jaden, that rookie of the year just might not be yours just yet." We got somebody that's next in line. So who's leading the rookie of the year race? And Joe, I know you waited all day to talk about this. I seen it come up in the chat. She was like, "Are we gonna have a real conversation or are we trolling?" Do you think that Jaden Daniels is? What's the gap? Let me ask you that. What's the gap between Jaden Daniels and Bo Nix in this rookie of the year race?
Now, someone told me, should I let Tom go first? Because for those who know not in the chat, I think you brought it up, right? You brought it up. I think you brought it to the table.
I can go first.
Yeah, I think you brought it to the table, and then Todd co-signed, other people co-signed. I'm like, okay.
So I'll tell you where it came from my end.
Okay.
And then I'll now understand. Well, I don't know where Ty came from on his end, so I can't speak for him. But he's definitely gonna drop a super chat and let us know, or he's gonna let us know in the comments. So right after the Broncos defeated the who did they just beat? Right after they beat the Falcons, Bo Nix had one of his best games. You say he was the first rookie. I think he's the only rookie that threw over 300 yards and 4+ touchdowns in NFL history with the 80% completion rate. And then they were talking about it was on Get Up, and they were like, "Wait, how come nobody else is talking about Bo Nix being rookie of the year? All we hear is Jaden Daniels." I said, that's an interesting take, because all I hear in the chat is efficiency, PFF stats, all these other stats that's coming from the Commanders fans, and the expectations is coming from Mark Super Bowl. I'm hearing all of this, but I'm like, wait, Denver's quietly balling, and they've been actually competitive against better competition. They were literally one block field goal away from beating the undefeated Kansas City Chiefs. What's my one thing and everybody's one thing against the Commanders? Who have you all beaten? Oh, Nix is beating two good teams. We say he beat the Falcons, and he beat another playoff team that you all lost to. And that's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But the talent level between the two teams, some would say Denver has a better team. I think you all have the better wide receiver core. I think you all have the potentially better quarterback right now. I haven't watched enough of Bo Nix games to say that he's better than Jaden Daniels as a quarterback, but statistically, they're kind of even. So for me, I think it's like a neck and neck race. But I would say the majority may be in Jaden's favor because of the teams that he has down the line for him to actually pick up. Because right before that rib injury, your guy was balling. I think that rib injury kind of slowed him down just a little bit as far as how he's playing. But Bo Nix has definitely been balling. And I got to come on here and I got to say, Tyler, my bad, bro. And Bibby, I ain't think y'all had nobody to throw the ball to. But for him to throw for 303 yards, there's obviously somebody out there catching passes. And Sean Payton, I think some people owe him an apology too.
All right, before I go, we got a super chat.
All right.
You go ahead and read it.
Shout out to Kevo with the $4.99 super chat. He not playing. Still a secondary is average. Matchup sweethearts. Man.
Dang.
Steelers and Commanders are like brothers. I mean, technically the fan base is they're really brothers. How ironic. Steelers only beat teams with one good wide receiver, by the way.
Huh?
Steelers only beat teams with one good wide receiver, by the way. I'll let you go and I'll do some fact checking on that one.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I say. I'll do some fact checking. You tell me about this gap between Bo Nix and JD.
All right. So look, I'm gonna give Bo Nix his props. He's been doing a good job. He's been balling. Now, I got a graphic. He knows I'm calling a graphic. I was going to read the numbers out, but I was like, you know what? I think the visual might be better for people to understand what I'm trying to say. So here, let's say this down. Here are the stats. All right. I mean, people make graphics online and they try to make it look like Bo Nix is rookie of the year. So, but you look at the numbers. Who's your rookie of the year?
So we got wins, they're a little close. Completion percentages, they're a little close. Total yards, 300 more.
And some people might say, "Oh, why you put passing yards?" JD's winning in that also. But go ahead, continue.
I don't know, Joe. He can go either way. You ask me.
Tomo, what only one category Bo Nix is leading? That's total touchdowns. JD got a better record, better completion percentage, more yards, less turnovers, better QB rating, and on top of that, JD only played one series of one game. So basically, Bo Nix got a whole game over him, and he's still beating them. See, people forgetting that the Panthers game, Jaden Daniels played for one series. That's when he hurt his ribs. One series. So for real, JD is 6-4. That's what he really is. He's 6-4. If you want to be technical. But Bo Nix played a whole extra game, and yet JD numbers are total numbers, not even average, total numbers are still better. And then we talk about competition. Let's take away the Panthers game because JD didn't play for real. JD opponents won 20 games. Bo Nix opponents won 22. They both played sorry teams. They beat the Falcons. We beat the Cardinals. Same record. We blew the Cardinals out like they blew the Falcons out. Same thing.
And they blew the Bucks out.
They beat the Bucks. They only allowed 6 points against the Bucks and only scored 13. The Bucks put up 38 on us. See, people don't realize that. Bo Nix is playing with the third best defense in total points per game and total yards per game. My man JD, 18 in total yards per game, the defense, and 14 total points. So not only JD has more on his load to do, he has better numbers with that and a better record. So, and Bo Nix got 4 games when he turned the ball over more than he scored. Bo Nix is living on 2 games. The Falcons game, when he threw 4 touchdowns, and the Panthers game, when he threw 4 touchdowns. That's it. Outside of that, he's been pretty average. The defense has been doing a really good job keeping them in games. So we talking about, they almost beat the Chiefs, right? I mean, every game we lost was a 1-possession game. They just lost 41 or something to the Ravens. So my thing is, Bo Nix is doing a good job, yes. But to say he's the rookie of the year, it's just reaching. It's just being so prisoner of the moment. Because JD on a 2-game losing streak, Bo Nix almost beat the Chiefs, and he had a good game against the Falcons. Oh, he's rookie of the year. But we look at the totality of the daggone season. Bo Nix is not the rookie of the year. It's Jaden Daniels still, and it's getting closer, but it's still not close.
So do your hands one more time. So is it like this or is it like that?
At first, it was like this. It wasn't even close. Now it's like this. It's like you can't. It's not because he got a whole extra game on him. If I were to do averages, it wouldn't even be close.
So is it like Southern Ave? For those in the DC area, is like if you walk across the street, you're in Maryland. But if you walk across the street, you're in DC. Is it that close?
No, it ain't that close, bro. Come on.
Is it like from like from Addison Road Station to Capitol Heights Station? Like that's the distance. Like you could walk it
first. It was from Capitol Heights Station to Addison Road. No, that's
so now it's like
too. That's a little close. Hold on. I got you. We went to Central. All right. Yeah. It's like going from Central to the DC line. That's how it was at first. Central, I'm not talking about East Cal. I'm talking about going down Central Avenue. Go down the whole Central Avenue. It was from Central to the DC line. Not going towards like when you come out of Central's Cove, you make a left, not make a right. You make a right, you're going tripping. You got
make a right, make the U-turn, go back up. Yeah.
You got me. So but now you can say it's from Central to China Sky. That's what it is. China Sky, Safeway.
All right, that's close.
No, it's not.
That's close.
That's
close enough to catch.
Huh?
That's close enough to catch him.
It's
close enough to catch him, though.
But he's not gonna catch him. The rookie of the year is in the bag, bro. That's a little close.
That okay. Let's put it like this: the Josh Allen Lamar MVP talk is like Central to Central Guard, because remember on Friday we said it's based upon how both players play.
Safeway, come back.
Yeah. So basically. Hey, you got me too. I thought it was still there. All right, so let's say the Shell gas station. So, let's go. So I think I'm with you on that one. I would say from China Sky to Central, And basically, if Jaden Daniels have 2 bad performances against these 2 bad teams that he's going up against, Bo Nix has some runway to catch him. Because right now, Bo Nix, they got the Raiders and then they got Cleveland.
Hold on, Quentin. Carlo, it has not been gone since 2011. I was living there, bro, in 2011. I left in 2018. But not living in Capitol Heights. But see the difference between Lamar and Josh Allen's race, Lamar has the numbers, Josh Allen has the wins. He has a better record. In this case, JD has the wins and the numbers. You know what I'm saying?
But Bo Nix got performances. You all were talking about a lot about performances earlier too.
Okay, what about the negative performances?
I'm just saying.
Multiple games. 2 games.
That's why I'm not. That's why I phrased it. Because I know the question is, who's leading the Rookie of the Year race? I know who's leading the race. I want to know where you see the gap.
Now, I would say he's definitely second, but he's closer. See, this remind me when everybody tried to put Caleb above him after he played the Panthers in another team. They tried to put Caleb above him. I would say Bo Nix is like in that situation for real. Like he's literally, because at the time Caleb had more passing touchdowns, but everything goes, Jaden was beating him, man. And it's the same thing with Bo Nix. Bo Nix, for him to win Rookie of the Year to me, he would have to have a better record than Jaden Daniels. And he would have to have better numbers because he has a better team. His defense is much better than Jaden Daniels' defense. It's more pressure for Jaden Daniels to win the game versus Bo Nix. Bo Nix is more of a managing the game, while JD also in a managing situation too. I'm not going to say he's out here like, you know what I mean? But there's a lot asks more for him to do versus Bo Nix. Because they won some games without Bo Nix playing well. Huh?
Who has the better offense?
If you take both quarterbacks out?
Yeah.
That's tough.
Because I know what you're saying. I see what you're saying, and I think so. I can see somebody in the comments saying okay.
I would say us.
I don't know, Joe.
Probably it's close.
That's what I'm saying. The both teams is kind of, and I would say both of y'all. I don't know, bro. This is funny that this is happening like this because I think both of y'all got Coach of the Years going back and forth because a lot of people, Sean Payton with this roster, Dan Quinn with that roster. I mean, outside of PS2, I know some Bronco fans gonna kill me for this one, but outside of PS2, if you take him off that defense, I would say y'all the same team.
They got a better defense though. Their defense is really good, bro. They third in points allowed and yards allowed.
Take PS2 off of there. I think all that third that might get tricky because now you know you got one. You already know you got one side locked down.
Man, he on the team, right?
But I'm just saying, if you take it off, that's how close it is to me as far as I think the similarities in the two teams. But again, this is a close race. I like to see the next 2 games. You all got Dallas coming. It's funny that I both got rival games. Okay.
I don't know, Von. He would have to get like the number 1 seed because y'all always win. Yeah. But not like this, though. I give you credit for this. But I don't know. I think they're going to get rookie. They always get coach of the year to like some team that wasn't supposed to be good and they became good. Now, that's the NFL.
His name is in the hat, but I see the other 2 getting more votes than him. I see Sean Payton and Dan Quinn getting more votes.
Definitely, Sean, and they both got rookie quarterbacks.
Yeah, they balling right now. So, yeah. They both got you got Dallas coming up. They got the Raiders coming up. We'll see how they play in the next 2 games. More so against these rivalry opponents. I think after Dallas, y'all got Tennessee, right?
Probably. I don't know. We got a cupcake schedule until we play Philly.
You ain't have to say that, Joe.
Oh,
you could have just said I got less opponents, man. It is what it is. But anyway, yeah. I think these next 3 games we can revisit this topic. But right now, I just found it funny that all we hear is Jaden Daniels when Bo Nix has been balling too. There is a race. It's funny Caleb Williams is not a part of that conversation, but it's
he's out.
Yeah, nah.
Shout out to the block field goal. Yeah, we got the Titans.
They cannot beat the Packers, man. I know how y'all feel.
Hey, before you go to the next topic, I saw a tweet. A dude said, "If because the Chiefs lost like that, right? The Chiefs beat the Broncos on a block field goal." Somebody tweeted and said, if my Bears lose like this next week to the Packers, you will never see me again.
Hey, dude. Hey, bro, you all right?
Exactly. Somebody go check up on him. Like, hopefully he's all right, but that's crazy.
Y'all check up on him and check up on your friends as Cowboy fans, man. It's rough times out there, and it's gonna get darker. That's all I'm trying to
Metal
tell
falling from the ceiling. That's crazy.
2 pieces of metal. They saved one of them though.
That's crazy.
That's what happened when you don't want to put the curtains up. But
if they got hit by that, Jerry Jones paying bread. But let's get it. Quick news.
Quiet as it kept. If I was a Cowboy, I mean, if I was there and that would have failed, me going through the season I went through, I'd have been owning the team. Even though on camera they just see me do one of these. Oh man. But talk about a quick turnaround. You've seen this team fire their coach after making the playoffs. You know, they got Donovan Mitchell. He's been balling. Mm-hmm. There was a little speculation back and forth about should they keep what's my guy's name? Should they
JB Bickerstaff?
Not JB Bickerstaff, not the coach. It was more Darius Garland. They was trying to figure out the relationship between Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland. It was like, is he going to be up on the trade block? Can these two play together? And after 15 games, this team has showed you that they can play together. It's kind of funny what's going on in the sports world, man. If you're a sports fan and your team has been making the playoffs for the last few seasons, it's been looking good. Unless you're the Philadelphia 76ers. Welcome to the neighborhood, J-Mo. With the 15-0 record, are the Cleveland Cavaliers true finals contenders, Joe?
Yeah. I'm going to say yes. There has not every 15-0, every team. No, it's actually 13-0 or 14-0, one of the two. Remember when they tried to make a topic about the Cavs, and I put, let's wait until they get to, I think it was 14-0. Wait till they get to 14-0 because you check. All right, because every 14-0 team, I think it was 14 or 13-0 team has made it to the finals. Because I think at the time they were 11-0, and there were 11-0 teams that got bounced in the first round. So I'm like, let's wait till they get to 13 or 14-0. So yes, right now they're first in points per game. They're first in offense.
They were 11-0.
They were 11-0, but I said wait until they go where?
Videos. You said I'm gonna go 14 because it was before 15. You said wait till the Cavs. You said if the Cavs can get, and I quote, to 15-0, it'll be better because every 15-0 team went to the finals.
And they 15-0. Shout out to the Cavs. We do a task challenge, y'all, and y'all did it. So shout out quickly, first in points per game, first in offensive rating, seventh in defensive rating. What's concerning me is they're not good at defending the three, and they are scoring. Like, can they keep this scoring pace up? Why I think that they are contenders, I'm not a believer in Milwaukee. Philly was supposed to be one of those teams. They 2-11, right? Like they in the neighborhood, like you said. New York, I mean, can the Cavs beat New York? They could. They lost in New York before with JB Bickerstaff, Kenny Atkins with the Golden State Warriors, championship pedigree. He was with the Brooklyn Nets when D'Angelo Russell became an all-star. You know what I mean? He was there when KD and them got there, but they got rid of him for Steve Nash, which is crazy. So I think they could. Then the big dog are the Celtics, and we all know the Celtics, Tomo. We all know the Celtics shoot themselves in the foot, man. They can't get got. They're not healthy. You know, KP is still hurt. You know, so I am picking the Celtics, but am I going to write off the Cavs? I won't.
All right, I'm with you on that one. And the Kenny Atkins was funny because it seemed like this is a get back revenge tour. He's like, y'all fired me now. Look at me now. I'm doing this with a team. And the offense, in which you was talking about, I looked it up and it was like basically they hitting threes. They hitting threes at a high caliber at this rate. And then you got Karis LeVert, who was shooting he's a 34% shooter from three. He hitting at 46. You got Mitchell, who's 37. He hitting at 42. Darius Garland at 39. He at 46. So it's just like, look, the threes did an uptick. It's kind of funny that you brought up the Celtics because what do the Celtics say? They need to jack up at least 30 to 43s a game because that's just how they play. Hey, Kenny brought it over here and it's working so far. Also, it's funny that you brought up the Celtics because they play them tonight. So can the Celtics actually end that streak? Because we're looking at a potential Eastern Conference Finals matchup. I'm not going to sleep on the Magic just yet because they have been balling and Paolo gets back. That might help. And I'm not going to sleep on another sleeper team, Joe. My man said it. They're going to be competitive.
Detroit?
Detroit might shake some stuff up, man. No. Detroit and the Pacers, they two teams is just like, man, you catch us on a good night, it's going to get ugly for you.
They did a good job with that roster all season. Celtics are up 51-41, 4 minutes left in the second.
Oh, it's a game. It's a game.
So,
Now with that, but to answer the question, yeah, I think they are true final contenders.
let's get it.
All right.
All right, man. My last words, man. Listen, shout out. Sorry, y'all. We don't have an hour and a half show today. We'll be back hour and a half Friday for sure. But my last words. Shout out to the Sacramento Kings. I've been doing Kings talk, and you know Fox scored 109 points in 2 games. He has 60 points, which is an NBA Cup record. All right, NBA Cup tournament. What is it called? It's a record. Shout out to our network. Shout out to our family. Shout out to Lambo and Lo on the intro. Shout out to my bro Ed Han with the logo. And shout out to my basketball team that we play in. We gonna win to this shit. What we gonna start it off? We played. We lost 92-48. Your boy had get stitches on the elbow. 92-48. We right now. We have beaten every team. We beat the number 1 seed last week, and the team we played in the championship, the team that smoked us 92-48. So this is a revenge tour, and we gonna get this done. And by the way, last thing, when we beat the number 1 team, they stayed and watched, and they were like, "Good game. We gonna smoke y'all next week." I was like, "Oh, okay." I was like, "All right, let's get it, man." So I'm excited. I'm gonna record the whole game. I'm gonna have like a little private link, so like I know my pops want to watch it. So if anyone else want to watch it, let me know. All right, so yeah, we gonna get this done.
Make sure you drop the link in the Refuse to Lose chat, man. We gonna support. But shout out to our superstar members before we get out of here. Shout out to Worm, Joe, Dave, myself, Teddy, Cardo, Coach, Vaughn, Lamar, Giovanni, and Chris, aka Flock Wellness Center. You know, it's running up right now. But I just want to say my last words is more so to Refuse to Lose family. I just want to say thank you all for helping me cope through these trying times. You know, I'm not used to being here. You know, I usually cope with the Cowboys losing in 2020 to myself. And we right back here now. We got to figure some things out. But one thing I will say about this Refuse to Lose family is they're still going to troll you. They're going to find a way to troll you. So, hey, Cardo, Worm, Reese, just swing back every now and then like I try to, man. But other than that, we just got to sit back and watch. And we owe Dan Quinn a whooping. That's all I got for y'all.
All right, y'all. You do a good job going through it, though. I will say that. All right,
man,
y'all.
you got to laugh through the pain.
You do laugh through the pain. You do a good job at it. All right, y'all. That's all we have for y'all today. And we'll see y'all Friday at the next episode. Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.